okay. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice. Their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain. Before each night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Their twilight campaign is easy to explain. To prove their mousy worth, they'll overthrow the earth. They're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain. Narf!
Hello, YouTube world. I hope you enjoyed that clip at the beginning called Pinky and the Brain, because George Soros is the brain and you liberals are pinkies because you act like fools like Pinky does. The reason why I say that you're like they're pawns. You're doing their dirty work. You know, you call people like me terrorists, radicals, and racists and bigots and everything else, but you liberals or you libtards don't realize how racist, how much a terrorist group you are. Now, first of all, call us what you will, but I said many times before, and I'll say many times in the future, when President Obama won in 2008 and again in 2012, we didn't act that way because we had some degree of respect of our elected officials. When Bill Clinton got elected in 92, we didn't act this way because we had respect for our elected officials. Even when George Bush Jr. got elected in the year 2000, the liberals then didn't act this way. They protested a little bit, but that's all they did. They didn't go out and raise mayhem. They didn't go on to make fools of themselves, blocking streets where somebody died and didn't let an ambulance through. I mean, this is pathetic and buffoon. You're all being ass clowns. You liberals today are nothing more than ass clowns. This is ridiculous and this is embarrassing. Now, as far as Donald Trump supporters, racial slurs and minority stuff like that, Donald Trump told them to stop. And Bernie Sanders trying to tell you liberals to stop. So somebody with enough balls telling these people to stop doing it. Now, you liberals all mad at Donald Trump, I'm all mad at the FBI and everything else because Hillary Clinton lost. Well, to be honest with you, if you want me to be mad at anybody, be mad at the Democratic Party. Be mad at the DNC. Reason I tell you this, go back to the primaries, the Democrat primary, when Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton was running against each other. Now, if you look at the numbers, which I have, Bernie Sanders was ahead in several states. By all rights, he should have got the Democrat nomination for the presidency of the United States. I kind of hope he did, to be honest with you. But the Democrat Party screwed him big time, and put Hillary Clinton as their front runner, which I knew from the beginning that was a big mistake. I did a video about that a few months ago. But I knew there was messing up when they put Hillary Clinton as their front runner. Democrat Barney screwed Bernie Sanders and screwed all the Bernie Sanders supporters out there. So won't be mad at anybody. Don't be mad at the GOP. Don't be mad at the Republican Party. Don't be mad at the Trump supporters. Be mad at the Democratic Party that screwed Bernie Sanders. Because if they were smart and put Bernie Sanders as their front runner, they would have had a better chance of winning it. But because the DNC screwed over Bernie Sanders, a lot of supporters went on the Trump side, went on the Trump train, yet a lot of supporters went third party, and a lot of supporters that sat during Election Day, which got Donald Trump the victory of presidency of the United States. So, by all rights, you should be mad at the DNC, the far left. That's who you should be mad at. And as far as this concerning now, I read all this nonsense how Hillary Clinton got all these votes and Trump got the same votes as Mitt Romney. You know, and this nothing could be further from the truth, I don't think. Because I learned this past election, you can't trust the numbers they put on TV, they put on the media. You really can't. I have a hard time trusting that. And I read one stupid article that Trump got like 1.5 million votes less than Mitt Romney. Now let's suppose all this is true. Let's suppose. I'm not going to argue with the fact what you think, but let's suppose all this is true. So what they're saying is true, then Hillary Clinton, by right, would have won the president of the United States, but she didn't. So somewhere down there, to me anyway, in my opinion, the numbers are not adding up. How come Trump won all these states? I mean, he flipped a lot of states. But if Hillary Clinton got all these votes that the liberal media claiming she's got, then how come she's not the victor? How come? How come she didn't carry all these states, but yet Trump did? You gotta ask yourself. Something's not making sense here to me. Something's just not right. I mean, why did she concede? She conceded even before Donald Trump reached 270. Just watch the election night videos. Don't believe me on that one. I mean, you little liberals are so retarded. I mean, when election night, when she realized she lost, she threw a hissy fit. She threw a fit. Do you want a person like that to be president of the United States? Because if you want to be president of the United States, you got to carry yourself in the utmost high, honorable, and professional character. I mean, Margaret Thatcher, the very first woman prime minister. As far as I know, she never acted that way. She never threw hissy fits, went on crying, and everything else. She always carried herself in a professional and dignified manner. Yet Hillary Clinton did not. Her campaign manager had to go on TV and tell our supporters to go home. How pathetic is that? But you liberals are targeting the wrong people. So I'm trying to tell you. I mean, anybody should be mad at Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party. That's who you should be mad at. And no one else. Don't be mad at guys like me. Don't be mad at the Trump supporters. I mean, that's not our fault. We supported Trump, we voted for Trump, and Trump won. You gotta come to terms with that. You know, flipping cars, burning buildings down, I mean, blocking highways so people can't go to the hospital or go to work where they need to go, you know, just tearing shit up. It's not going to do any good. And you have the audacity to get these states to turn electoral college votes to Hillary Clinton by December 19th. It's not going to happen. There's laws in there. If you try and make that happen, then it'll go all the way up to Congress. You think Congress is going to flip the votes? No. On January 20th, on 2017, Trump will be sworn in. You just have to come to terms with that and sit back and see what happened. I mean, even President Obama is saying, let's give him a chance. You see, liberals, unlike you guys, I do have some degree of respect, you know. I criticize Obama a lot, yes, but I do give him credit one thing. He is the first, I'm being politically correct for it, but he's the very first African-American male that made presidency of the United States. He did, and he beat out some powerful candidates. You know, he beat out Hillary Clinton and John McCain. I respect him for that. I respect him getting that office. I really do. He beat out Mitt Romney. I respected him for that. But, see, I do show respect. But you liberals are showing no respect to nobody. Because as far as you liberals are concerned, if we don't think like you, act like you, we're racist and bigots. That's what makes y'all sheeps. That what makes y'all pinkies. Because you listen to people like George Soros or whoever, and you go out on TV and make ass clowns of yourself. You act like buffoons. It's just stupid beyond imagination. That's what you are. George Soros is the brain, and you libtards, you liberals, are nothing but a bunch of pinkies going on TV and make total idiots of yourself, crying, whining, moaning, bitching, blah, 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 about everything. Trump won. Get over it. Okay? We're tired of it. What you all need to do is sit back, relax, chill out. You know, if you like to smoke a joint, go smoke you a joint to calm yourself down. Drink a few beers. Go out there, have little orgies. Do what you do, and just get over it. Yeah, Trump made some questionable comments in the past, but so did a lot of other candidates. But you don't raise hell about that. But you always raise hell about Donald Trump and us Donald Trump supporters. I mean, it's just stupid and buffoonery. You don't see us going on TV act like ass clowns, but you guys are. You know, and to me, Hillary Clinton should never be the first female president. She should. I'm not saying there should be a woman president, but Hillary Clinton is not it. She don't deserve it. I'm telling you the bottom of my heart, she doesn't deserve it. I'm pretty sure there's other women out there who's more feminine and more honorable women, I should say, that should be the first female president. It's just not her. No, you college kids go on TV crying, had a fucking dismissed class because of crying, and the teachers gave you permission to skip school, you can go protest. It's just stupid. I believe in freedom of speech, freedom of expression, but you don't cut out classes so you can go protest and make buffoons and make ass clowns on yourselves on TV just to get your 5 minutes of fame. All this boycott and shit like that, I see on both sides of this stuff. But I'm going to say this. If I was Trump, I'd be going after George Soros hard. If you can find evidence, I think you can, it ain't that hard to look, that him responsible for starting all those riots, funding and stuff, he should be charged with the crime because encouraging riots and encouraging civil unrest is against the law, which he's just doing. Him and his cronies, him and all his little pinkies, I should say, should be charged with a crime for inciting riots, disturbing the peace, causing social unrest and everything else. Social unrest and everything else. That's just my take on it. Because you got you liberals raising hell, act like pinkies. Ass clowns. Buffoons. Sorry about the language, but I just can't help myself. You're turning our country into shit. I mean, I can respect the old school liberals a little better, because in 2000, when they protested against Bush Jr., at least they did it peacefully. They just marched on the streets, for how long, and just call them like an old type, oh man, whatever have you, did a little protest, and that was it, and it was done. There was no property being damaged. There was no boycott, nothing like that. And I'm blaming the liberal media like CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News for letting this shit happen instead of calling all these people to task. All they want to do is this show us how racist and how much of bigots us Trump supporters are. But I'm going to ask you this, though, before I close you down. If we're so racist and we're so much bigots, how come the majority of the Trump supporters voted for Obama in 2008 and 2012? A lot of them did. You pull the poll in, a lot of them admit they voted for Obama in 2008 and 2012. And one more thing before I close up. Sorry, but I have a cold. Oh, 1 minute. Before I close this out, I have to get on Mitt Romney a little bit. Mitt Romney went on TV and spread his ass clownness about. I don't like Mitt Romney. I didn't vote for him in 2012. Sorry, I did not. But he went on TV saying how much of a racist and bigot. Yes. And all I got to say to Mitt Romney is, he's not a Republican. He's a rhino. He's weak. He's pathetic. He's a Mormon. You think we need a Mormon president? Hell fucking no. And he is just pissed, and he got his panties in a bunch because Trump did the one thing he couldn't do, is win the presidency. Back in 2012, President Obama whooped Romney's ass big time in electoral college votes and the popular votes as well. He didn't manage to flip. Now, I don't think he flipped any states to his side, maybe one or two, maybe. But Trump flipped a lot of states to his side. I mean, he flipped Wisconsin. That didn't happen to 1984, last time Wisconsin voted Republican. He flipped Michigan. That was like 1988. He flipped Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. He flipped Pennsylvania. That didn't happen until 1988. Of course, he flipped Florida and Ohio, but so did Bush, so that's not no big deal there. But Romney's got all panties all his panties in a bunch. His butthurt and jealous because Trump did the one thing that Mitt Romney couldn't do, is win the presidency. So he's nothing more but a pinky and an ass clown. That's all Mitt Romney is. You liberals are nothing but pinkies and ass clowns right now. I'm losing a lot of respect for you libtards. I really am. Going on TV and act buffoons, and you got college professors and teachers and George Soros on top of the list, the brain of this whole operation, George Soros, doing all this. And you're letting him do it, influence you, and think it's okay to go out there and destroy property, burn buildings down, flip cars, causing people not to go to the hospital and they die and everything else. Your ass clowns and your little pinkies, little sheep, doing this nonsense, you know. Well, you need to chill out. Chill out. Just chill the fuck out. Take 2 steps back. Chill out. Count to 10. Smoke you doobie if you smoke weed. Drink a few beers. Now have a good time. Go to sex orgies. Go run a train on somebody. Something like that. Whatever you do for fun, that's what you need to do. But just chill out. And stop this ass clown that's going around the United States. That's all I gotta say, YouTube world. God bless you and bye. Bye.